began to dance with me. I could have danced, danced, danced all night.
Danced all night. You sound so oddly happy. Glad to finally meet you, Lipslick. I've heard so many bad things about you. I mean, good for our cause.
My reputation precedes me, obviously. What bad things have you heard about me?
Things like how you've been very successful about putting the followers of the enemy to sleep. I see how they've gotten this disease. I think they call it spectatoritis. I'm glad about how they've upped their budget by almost 50% so they can hire more staff to do the work of you-know-who.
I just lull them into apathy. I've lured them into making a lot of money so they can pay this one and that one to do something they could very well do themselves. Many of them have 3 jobs, so they can do nothing other than plop into bed at the end of the day.
I see that this new effort in Barrington has not taken flight. Is that your doing?
Of course! Their top dog works so hard. So does his secretary. They spend so much time emailing, calling, texting, even Facebooking, and no one even bothers to respond.
Get 10% of the people doing 90% of the work. Keep that ratio. They won't catch on to your work as long as there are a few working. And by the way, tweak the statistics if you can. Get the numbers skewed so people think they're already a lot attending this and that. You're good at that. Seduce them into thinking no one else needs to do anything. Get them so spiritually fat.
He's just a fat little baby. He wants his Bible and he don't mean maybe. He sampled solid food once or twice, but he said doctrine leaves him cold as ice. He's been baptized, sanctified, redeemed by the blood, but his daily devotions are stuck in the mud. He knows the books of the Bible, and John 3:16, he's got the biggest King James you've ever seen.
Ah, you're good. Get them so overfed and slip into a coma. Get all the doctrine sitting in their fat little brains without descending to their hearts. That will make them really useful to us.
Oh, and you know what? It's so easy to get them so worked up about the littlest fault of their brothers and sister. Close to me, you're like my sister. Close to me, you're like my brother. You are the only one, you're my everything. They interpret even the slightest look as an offense. They read into every evaluation of their work as criticism. They sit in their gatherings and share the latest gossip as a prayer request.
It's funny how you can say that P word without getting the shivers. Anyway, you truly are one of my best assets, Lipslick. You're due for a promotion soon, I think. Let me take a quick look at your dossier. Wow, impressive indeed. You have successfully cast a spell on many of the enemy's followers, and they've fallen into a deep, deep sleep. Literally, they work so hard, they sleep in on Sunday. Then, even when Saturday option is given, they proclaim their entitlement to some very much needed R and R. Oh, man.